subscribe, if you enjoy videos of me and my friends get jobs that we know we will enjoy doing. Also, be sure and like, share this video, post a comment in the comments section, and click the bell notification. Without further ado, enjoy the show. I've been spending the last hour or two looking for jobs here on Indeed.com, and has it been a big waste of time? There is nothing that interests me, no openings for school teacher because the school year is already underway, and there isn't even an opening to be a tutor, unless I want to be self-employed as one. I can't even apply to be a school bus driver for a couple of reasons. First of all, TheGoanimator City Public Schools has already filled that position, and that was only after that one bus driver retired at the end of last school year. And second of all, they probably won't hire someone who has recently been terminated from their teaching job. So if I want to be a bus driver or a school teacher, I'll have to look beyond TheGoanimator City, and even then, some districts are not looking for new teachers yet. Seriously, I've run out of options, and I don't really know what to do anymore. My life has been so boring ever since I was terminated from the high school. Wait a minute, do you know what I was thinking? I remember that Karen and Taryn gave me the password for the transportation director's email. So I am going to log into his email, and tell the superintendent that the transportation director is going to resign from his position, but using first person. Then, I will put a reminder for the school board meeting to mention that I will be approved as the new transportation director. Once I'm on the job, I will then replace the current school bus drivers for TheGoanimator City Public Schools with entitled Karens and troublemakers, so that all of the students who take the bus to and from school will be grounded for very ridiculous reasons. Ha 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 ha. Now, let's get down to business and log into the transportation director's email account and then write the resignation email to the superintendent. Oh good, I'm able to log in, and now, let's take care of some business, writing the resignation email. Or, I have an even better idea. I'm going to call the superintendent all kinds of names, using the transportation director's email. And I know for certain that the superintendent will either terminate the transportation director or make him resign. Alright, I just sent the email to Superintendent Chandler. Now, I can't wait to see the look on the transportation director's face when he is asked to resign from his job, or gets terminated.
Director Dave, come to my office. I need to discuss something very important with you.
Oh my goodness, Superintendent Chandler, Why are you so angry with me right now? What in the world did I do?
Don't play dumb with me. Let me explain what you did. Listen carefully. Dave, last night, you sent me an email that was very insulting, not to mention very unprofessional.
What are you talking about? I never did such a thing. Somebody hacked my email account.
Also, do not lie to me or make up lame excuses. You know exactly what you did. And did you even read your email this morning?
No, I didn't.
Well, that's the reason I came to your desk and brought you to my office, so that we can have this discussion. Usually, you behave very well on this job, but last night, for some reason, you decided to call me all sorts of names, and you did it with your school email address.
Like I said, there is absolutely no way this could have been me.
Hey, what did I tell you about lying and making excuses? Perhaps, if I show you the email you sent me last night, you will get a better understanding. Let me get out my laptop, and then stand by me. Now, come over here. I will now show you once again the email you sent me.
Superintendent. For the second time, there is no way that I could have sent you an insulting email. Really. What I was doing was filling out some paperwork in my home office.
You're not allowed to be sending unprofessional emails with a school account. It's only for business-related purposes. Dave, you have only two choices. Either I terminate you from your current position, or you resign as the transportation director no later than Thursday. Your choice.
I'm going to resign this Thursday.
In this case, you will still be the director of transportation until that day. And when you resign, you are required to hand in your badge and your work laptop. Now, you are free to go.
Yes, Dave just resigned as the Director of Transportation at Goanimate City Public Schools, and the next board meeting will be in a few days. Now, it's time to change the document used for the meeting so that I will be named the new Director of Transportation. I now changed the document. The only thing left is to replace the original with the revised version, and from there, I will be named the new Director of Transportation for the school district. My friends Karen and Taryn will be bus drivers once again, because they're entitled to everything in the world.
Before we adjourn this meeting, I would like to announce that Miss Martin, a former teacher at Goanimate City High School, is now named the Director of Transportation for the school district. Congratulations, and we wish you well on the job. With that said, meeting adjourned.
Good morning, Karen, Taryn, and my troublemaking friends. Welcome to the Transportation Department at Goanimate City Public Schools. Before I assign your positions, I will be explaining each one. The positions will be driving a regular bus, being a bus attendant, transportation dispatcher, the assistant transportation director. Karen, you will be driving bus 91. Taryn, you will be the bus attendant with Karen. Joel, you will be the driver on bus 46. Arthur, you're the transportation dispatcher. Chorus, you will be assigned bus number 25. Taurus, you're the assistant transportation director. And DW, you will be driving van 100 to take special education students to and from the special school. Now, meeting adjourned, and you all can now start working.
Karen, my best friend. At long last, we got our bus back, after the old bus driver refused to give it to us.
I know. I am so happy for this moment, and I didn't think it would ever happen. But finally, we are getting everything we want, Once again, thanks to Miss Martin becoming the Director of Transportation. Now, this school bus is ours, so we get to make the students follow all of our rules, or get grounded for infinity.
Not only that, we're allowed to have any conversation we want with Base, no matter if it's an emergency or not.
You got that right, my best friend, Taryn. It's our school bus, so we get to do whatever we want. And it's the students who have to obey our rules and understand that the world revolves around us.
Daisy, Cody, I didn't realize this until now, but did you hear that Miss Martin is now the Director of Transportation for the schools?
No, I didn't, and I think you've got to be kidding.
Are you serious?
I just saw it on the school website this morning, and I have a really good feeling that she hired troublemakers, or even entitled Karens to be the bus drivers. And as always, she probably did something to get the current director terminated. Wait, Karen, and Taryn, how in the world did you become bus drivers? I thought that number one, you weren't even qualified to drive school buses, and second of all, the school district isn't looking for new bus drivers now that we're already a few weeks into the school year.
Rosie, shut up. You do realize that we now own the school bus, and therefore we can do anything we want while driving it.
No, this is not your school bus. It belongs to GoAnimate City Public Schools, and it's your duty to transport students to school and back to their homes.
No, we don't have to take anyone to school. And as a matter of fact, get off our bus right now. You're trespassing onto our property.
You're acting very ridiculous right now. What you two are saying does not make any sense at all. The students have to get to school in a timely manner, and you're just sitting here at our bus stop. More likely than not, we're going to be late to first period if you don't let us go to our seats.
How dare you call us deluded and ridiculous? That's it. I'm going to let Base know that you're misbehaving, and he's going to ask me to tell you all to get off the bus. 91 to Base, I have 3 students who will not take their seats. They're calling me all sorts of names, throwing things in the bus, and worse, they tried to beat me up. And they said they were going to take my business Android phone so that they can play video games on it.
Base to 91, have the students who are misbehaving get off the bus.
10-4. Thank you. All right, you 3. It is time to step off of the bus, right now. And don't even think about asking your parents for a ride to school. Also, I own the city buses, Uber, and Lyft. So you won't be able to use those either.
Well then, I guess we're going to have to ask Mom to drive us to school. These entitled Karens took over our school bus. Mom, can you come here for a second?
What is wrong, kids? I thought you were on the bus headed to school.
Well, we did board the bus. However, instead of the usual bus driver, there were 2 entitled Karens, and both of them kicked us off the bus because they claimed they owned the bus.
Are you certain?
Yes. After Karen kicked us off the bus, she drove off, and I bet that the students who ride bus 91 to school are likely going to be late to first period.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good. In that case, would you like me to take you to school instead?
I don't want to say this, but that is our only other option. We can't miss our first classes, especially since Daisy has an exam, and she can't arrive late.
In that case, let's get into the car, and I will take you all to school. I can't believe what is happening on the school buses.
Now, it's time to pick up some students because I need to take them to school. Any student who isn't on my side will be grounded for triple infinity.
The bus is going to be here any minute, and it better not be running late, even though I will be excused for being late for first period because the bus was running late.
Good morning. Wait, what? You look like Arthur's sister. How in the world are you driving the van to school?
Hey, don't you question me. I was hired to drive the van to pick up and drop off special education students.
DW, you're only a sophomore in high school, and did you even take driver's education yet?
What did I tell you? Stop telling me what to do. I am the bus driver, now go take your seat, and you're grounded for 5 million centuries.
And another thing, you're not my parents, so you can't ground me.
Shut up, I don't care if I'm your parent or not. I've grounded you, and now let's get you to school.
Alright kids, before I take you all to school, I will go over the new bus rules, so listen carefully. Number 1, keep your feet out of the aisles, and keep them off of the seat back in front of you. Number 2, no playing music at the highest volume, use earbuds or headphones. Number 4, do not criticize how I drive the bus. I own this school bus, so I can drive it however I want. If you criticize me, you will spend an hour in bus detention with chorus. And you will also be grounded for triple infinity.
But you're not my dad.
I don't care if I'm your dad. I can ground you whenever I want. And for talking back to me, you're going to spend an hour in bus detention when we arrive to school.
And the 5th rule, no talking back to me, like one of you just did. If you do, then you will not only go to bus detention, you will also be grounded for a billion centuries. Now, let's take you all to school.
You are all grounded for 1-877-451-8906-3429248642539064258942509087631092 billion years. Now go to your classrooms, and I don't care if you miss first period.
Something is obviously not going the way things should be. Miss Martin has replaced all the bus drivers with troublemakers and entitled Karens. And several students are going to be an hour late to their classes. Something very strange is going on, and I think Miss Martin probably did something to get rid of the old director of transportation. I'm starting to think Miss Martin might have done something with the director's email account to make it look like he was insulting me. I have to check the IP address of that email, because now I'm starting to realize that someone else is behind creating all of this chaos. Let's take a closer look. I was right. I knew Miss Martin had something to do with this. I cannot believe Miss Martin would do this. She's going to be in so much trouble. I'm going to call her into my office right now.
Good. Everything is going exactly the way I want things to be going. The students are getting grounded, except for the ones who are on our side, like Henry. And they're even having to spend an hour in bus detention. They deserve to miss first period. Excuse me, sir, but can I help you with anything?
Miss Martin, don't you play those kinds of games with me. I need to speak with you in my office. It is very important.
Go away. This is my office, and nobody except the bus drivers are allowed in here. Go away, or I am going to sue you for $500,000.
No, you don't own the office, and you did something to cause the Director of Transportation to resign from his position, just so that you can act as the Transportation Director and replace the bus drivers with entitled troublemakers.
Well, I own Goanimate City Public Schools, and therefore, I own all of the school buses. Dave does not deserve to be the Director of Transportation. That's why he resigned, because he would not give my friends any opportunities to be a school bus driver.
Liar. Most of those troublemakers didn't apply to be a bus driver in the first place. Only Karen and Taryn did, and they did it in a sneaky way. That's why I got them terminated from their jobs.
No, you're the one who is lying, not me. Now, do you want me to make grounded videos out of you in the future?
Go ahead and try, but they won't make me angry, one bit. Anyways, back to topic. Because this is the second, if not the third time you did something sneaky to get rid of current staff members at Goanimate City Public Schools, I have no choice but to call the police and have you taken into custody.
Help, help, help. Somebody please, help me. The superintendent is trying to take everything out of my desk, so that he can sell it on eBay for $10,000. Help, help, help.
Furthermore, I'm very tired of your Karen tantrums already. Now, I'm going to call the police, and don't go anywhere until the police show up. It's going to take around 15 to 20 minutes.
Miss Martin, this is, I think, the 10th time that I have caught you causing a lot of trouble for the community. You're under arrest, this time for having the Director of Transportation resign, and acting as the new director, while hiring annoying entitled troublemakers to be school bus drivers, and making the students late for their classes. Come with me to the police car, right now.
Just you wait right there. I'm going to find more ways to get whatever I want because the world revolves around me.
Let's see who I got a text message from. Daisy, Cody, I have some really good news. Come here for a second.
What is it, Rosie?
I just received a message from Superintendent Chandler, and from what he told us, Miss Martin has gotten arrested for what she did to get the Director of Transportation to resign from his job. The Transportation Director is back working again, and the regular bus drivers will be driving us to school and back home once again, no more entitled troublemakers.
That is very good news, indeed. Thanks for telling us, Rosie. I hope this will teach Miss Martin a very big lesson, because she needs to understand that the world doesn't revolve around her.
Anyways, we better get back to doing our homework. But we will see you when we have dinner.
Good morning, Mr. Marquez.
Good morning, Rosie, Daisy, and Cody.
Subscribe, if you like this content and would like to see more modified fairy tales. Also, be sure and click the bell notification, like this video, and comment in the comments section. Without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Once upon a time, in a small town near a large forest, lived a young woman with her family. Every day, she has been wearing a red dress with a red bow tie, which is why she is called Little Red Riding Hood by the locals. Just 2 blocks down the road lived Little Red Riding Hood's boyfriend. The two have been together since junior year of high school. And a few minutes outside of the town in the forest lived Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother, whom she and her mother visited on a weekly basis.
Dora.
What is it, Mom?
I just got off of the phone with Abuela, and she is not feeling well right now.
Really?
That's right, but there is nothing to worry about. Abuela only has allergies. However, I would like you to do me a favor. Dora, can you please take this bag of cookies and give them to Abuela for me?
Absolutely, but first, let me call Caillou and see if he wants to join me.
That is fine with me. Also, I want to remind you not to talk to anyone you don't know while you take the cookies to Abuela.
No worries.
Hello?
Hey Caillou, it's Dora.
And Little Red Riding Hood called her boyfriend to see if he wanted to join her to take the cookies to Grandma's house. He agreed to the idea, and plans to meet Little Red Riding Hood outside her house. A few minutes later, Little Red Riding Hood and her boyfriend began walking into the forest on the way to Grandma's house just 7 minutes away.
Oh look, Caillou. There are flowers off to the side of the path, and don't you think Abuela will enjoy them?
I have a very good feeling she will like them, and they smell really good too, like vanilla. So I am going to pick the flowers, and we can take them to Abuela's house.
That's a really good idea.
But just as Little Red Riding Hood's boyfriend was about to pick the flowers, an entitled Karen approached the two on the path.
Hold it right there, both of you. Excuse me, but what are you two doing?
My boyfriend and I are bringing some cookies to my grandma, and we were also going to pick some flowers to give to her. Do you have a problem with that?
Yes, I do. I have a very big problem with what you two are trying to do. First thing, you are not allowed to pick flowers on the side of the trail, because this is a national park, and it is against park policies. And second of all, those are my cookies you have right there, and I was going to give them to my special little princess, so give me the cookies, right now.
No, I am not giving you those cookies, because my mom made them just for my grandma. And this forest is not part of a national park, especially with the town only minutes away.
Shut up, don't you make up stories like that. Do you want to know who I am? I am a park ranger, and I own the forest, and it is against the rules to pick flowers or any plant on the side of the trail. And you in the green shirt, you are supposed to stay on the trail at all times, so that you don't ruin the flowers or the grass.
Look, everyone living in the town has been picking flowers on the side of the path, and no, people don't need to stay on the path at all times. You are not even a park ranger.
Yes, I am a park ranger, like I told you before, and you are not following any of my rules, which is you are not allowed to step off of the trail, and you are not allowed to be picking flowers.
That is not true. Like my boyfriend said, you do not work for the national parks, and this area near the town is not a national park or even a national monument. You're just being very deluded, and thinking that the world revolves around you, and that you can make up silly rules.
Don't call me deluded. Haven't your parents taught you any manners when you were younger? Yes, the world does revolve around me, and don't call my rules silly.
You know what? We don't have time for your nonsense. We have to bring cookies and flowers to my girlfriend's grandma, which is literally a few feet away.
So, if you would kindly leave us alone and let us continue on our way so that we can visit my grandma.
No, I am not going to let you go until you give me those cookies. I told you before that those cookies are for my daughter because every day I give her cookies and she enjoys them.
If anything, we are going to call the police or a forest ranger because you will not let us go.
It will be the two of you who will get taken into custody because you stole those cookies from me, not to mention you were trying to take flowers from the forest, which I own.
Already having run out of options, Little Red Riding Hood calls a forest ranger to deal with Karen, who keeps on bothering her and her boyfriend to give her the cookies. 20 minutes later, a forest ranger came to the area where Karen, Little Red Riding Hood, and her boyfriend are at.
Excuse me, but what is going on over here? I have received a call from someone.
Officer, thank goodness you're here. These two people were trying to beat me up, and they also called me all sorts of names.
That is so not true at all. My boyfriend and I were on our way to my grandma's house to bring my grandma these cookies that my mom made. And my boyfriend also thought it would be a nice idea to bring flowers to my grandma as well as the cookies. But just as he started picking flowers, this woman came up to us and said it was against park policies to pick flowers.
And then she also started telling us that the cookies actually belong to her so that she can give them to her daughter, and none of this is true.
It is against park rules to pick flowers, and I also saw these two walking off of the trail, when it's not allowed. And yes, these cookies are actually mine to give to my princess.
She is really wasting our time, and thinks that the world revolves around her. This is just a forest, not a national park, especially considering that some townspeople live in the forest, such as my grandma.
And because you're just making up all sorts of lies about me, then face my teeth, face it.
Alright, the entire community has had enough of your Karen tantrums, and I even received complaints about them from other town residents in recent weeks. Starting today, you will be prohibited from entering the town or the forest for at least 7 months. Now come with me, and I will take you to your car.
Just you wait, Little Red Riding Hood. I am going to sue you and your family for millions of dollars in court.
With Karen removed from the town and the forest nearby, Little Red Riding Hood and her boyfriend finally pick some flowers and take them with the cookies to Grandma's house.
Caillou, we have just a little time, let's pick the flowers and then head over to Abuela's house. It's not that far down the road.
Well, finally, Dora must be on her way over here. That entitled Karen probably wasted her time. Hello Dora and Caillou.
Hey Abuela, we have some things you will enjoy.
Those cookies look very delicious, and the flowers also smell like vanilla. Are they for me?
Yes, they are for you.
Why thank you so much, that means a lot to me. Feel free to come inside, and I will make you two some lunch.
Despite the inconvenience that Little Red Riding Hood and her boyfriend experienced, they were able to make it to Grandma's house to give her the cookies and flowers. And probably never again, will Karen return to the town or the forest.
Subscribe, if you enjoy the video of me and Caillou celebrating our birthdays when we were much younger.
Be sure and like the video, share the video with others who may enjoy it, post a comment in the comments section, and click the bell notification so that you're notified of new uploads.
Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Kids, can you come downstairs please?
Happy birthday, Caillou and Cody.
Why thank you, Mom and Dad.
Thank Mom and Dad very much.
You're very welcome, both of you. So, we're all going to be having pancakes for breakfast, and then for lunch, we are all going to go out to eat somewhere.
And that brings me to my next question. Cody and Caillou, where would you like to go for your birthdays this afternoon?
This time around, I want to go to Peter Piper Pizza, because I have gone to Chuck E. Cheese's I think one too many times, and it's time for a change.
Cody, want to go Peter Piper Pizza for Cody and Caillou birthday.
Peter Piper Pizza it is, and I am glad you decided to go somewhere else for a change.
Hold on, wait a minute.
What is it, Rosie?
I think we should go to Chuck E. Cheese's for Cody and Caillou's birthday because Peter Piper Pizza is not that great.
Rosie, we can go to Chuck E. Cheese's another time. If you are well behaved, then we can take you there on some other weekend. But today, we're going to Peter Piper Pizza because that is where Cody and Caillou want to celebrate their birthdays.
But there are better games and better pizza at Chuck E. Cheese's than there are at Peter Piper Pizza. So let's go to Chuck E. Cheese's instead.
Rosie, what did your mom just say? We're not going to Chuck E. Cheese's today.
I want Chuck E. Cheese's. 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 I want Chuck E. Cheese's.
Rosie, quit that attitude, immediately. Do you want to get grounded again?
No, I don't.
Well then, you better be well behaved, and accept that fact that we're going to Peter Piper Pizza for lunch later this afternoon.
In other words, we want you to be on your very best behavior when we go celebrate Caillou and Cody's birthday. Do you understand?
Okay, Mom and Dad, I promise I will behave myself at Peter Piper Pizza.
That's good to hear. But if you misbehave once, you know the drill. Now, let's all have some delicious pancakes and get our day started. We have a lot to get done.
Yay, Peter Piper Pizza, here we are, after having been to Chuck E. Cheese's so many times.
Cody is very happy to be at Peter Piper Pizza for birthday.
Let's go in and get some delicious pizza and birthday cake.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Peter Piper Pizza. How may I take your order this afternoon?
We would like a large pizza. Half pepperoni, and half cheese. A side of breadsticks with marinara sauce, a large Pepsi, and since we are celebrating both of our sons' birthdays, we would like a birthday cake.
For your birthday cake, would you like vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, pumpkin?
Caillou, what flavor would you like?
I would like the chocolate cake.
We're going to get chocolate.
Is that all? That is going to be $29.43. Your order will be ready within the next 15 to 25 minutes. Alright, here is your pizza, breadsticks, and large Pepsi, and let me know when you're finished with the pizza so that I can bring out the birthday cake. Enjoy your lunch.
Alright, family, before we dig in, I would like to take this time to once again wish Caillou and Cody a very happy birthday, and I wish both of you the very best. Now, let's dig in.
I have an even better idea. Let's not dig in, because this pizza does not look delicious at all, and neither do the breadsticks.
Rosie, sit right back down this very instant. We told you that if you acted out, then you would be grounded. You have one more chance.
I told you that I did not want to come here to Peter Piper Pizza, and that we should be at Chuck E. Cheese's celebrating Caillou and Cody's birthdays, because Chuck E. Cheese's is a more fun place.
Rosie, Anderson?
If you don't want to take me to Chuck E. Cheese's, then I am going to wreck things in Peter Piper Pizza.
Rosie, you are no good for nothing. We cannot believe you destroyed Peter Piper Pizza. You are so grounded. Let's go home now.
Stop crying, Rosie. We told you a number of times that if you were going to act up, that we would be going straight home and you would be grounded.
But Mom and Dad, all I wanted was to go to Chuck E. Cheese's, not Peter Piper Pizza. Is that a lot to ask for?
Rosie, we told you that we were going to Peter Piper Pizza because Caillou and Cody wanted to go there for their birthdays, and you needed to accept that we were not going to Chuck E. Cheese's. But instead, you threw a tantrum and you destroyed things inside Peter Piper Pizza.
But I am really sorry.
If you're truly sorry, then you will understand why we're going straight home, and why you're grounded. Because of what you did, I am afraid that we may end up in a lot of trouble.
What do you mean?
We may be fined hundreds of thousands of dollars because of all the damages you did to Peter Piper Pizza, and not only that, we may be banned from the premises for some time.
And when we get home, you will immediately go upstairs to your room. Also, we're going to celebrate Cody and Caillou's birthday somewhere else, and you will not be joining us because of your behavior. Instead, we're going to hire a babysitter to watch over you. In the event that we find another restaurant for Cody and Caillou, we're going to hire a babysitter to look after you.
Go to your room now, and you're grounded for 3 months.
Subscribe, if you enjoy this remake of an older video from when I used to be a troublemaker. Also, be sure and click the bell notification, so that you can be notified of new uploads. Last but not least, please comment, like the video, and share this video. With that said, relax and enjoy the show. No.
Caillou, it's already past 7 in the evening, and it means that you need to be taking a bath. I'm serious about this, and I'm not going to be playing these kinds of games with you. I wonder where in the world he could be. I hope he did not sneak off to Chuck E. Cheese's. Because if I find him there, he will be so grounded. I wonder where he can be. Could he be here?
There's Rosie's teddy bear. I would rather play with a teddy bear than take a bath.
At last, there you are. Now come with me, because you're wasting time already. Like I said for the 3rd time already, you need to take a bath because tomorrow is a pretty important day.
I don't want to take a bath. I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese's.
Now, I am going to turn on the water.
Mom, are you kidding me? It's over 130 degrees Fahrenheit.
Alright then, I will try a different temperature.
Oh my goodness, it's just as freezing as the North Pole.
Caillou, you know that our winters can get a lot colder than this. Besides, you haven't even been to the North Pole. Anyways, wait right here while I get your toy boat. What's wrong now?
And just where in the world do you think you're going, mister?
I'm going to play on the Xbox, and then head over to Chuck E. Cheese's.
Right now, you need to take your bath because in an hour you will be going to bed. Besides, tomorrow you have school.
I don't want to go to school tomorrow. I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese's. No, I am not getting into this stupid bathtub. I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese's, and that is so final.
Caillou, like I told you, you need to take a bath because in an hour you'll be going to bed. Besides, we can go to Chuck E. Cheese's another time.
You have 2 chances to get into the bathtub until you're grounded. Do you understand us?
Get back in here this very instant. You have 1 chance remaining and then you're grounded.
No 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 no. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah.
Caillou, you have used up your 2 chances. Do you know what this means?
You're grounded all of this week. This means because of your behavior, you will not be going to Chuck E. Cheese's during this time.
Now, go straight to bed, and first thing tomorrow morning, you will be taking a 15-minute bath.
Wah 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 wah.
Another thing. You will not be playing on the Xbox either. And don't even think about getting on it when you're in your room.
Subscribe, if you would like to see other modified fairy tales in the future.
Like this video, comment in the comment section, and click the bell notification so that you're notified of new uploads.
Also, look for the hidden globe in the video.
Once upon a time, yet again in a nice neighborhood in Goanimate City, lived the Marquez family, which includes Dora, her mom, and her grandma. One day, Cole was out of town for a business trip. And when Dora, Abuela, and Eleanor were starting the day, they discovered they had a little food left in their refrigerator.
Dora, this morning for breakfast, we're going to order something from Uber Eats, and then we're going to go to the store to buy some food. We have a little left in the fridge.
Would you mind looking for food on Uber Eats for us? We are all getting pretty hungry.
Okay, Mom, and Abuela, I ordered 3 bowls of oatmeal from Henry's restaurant, and it should arrive at the house in about 45 minutes.
In that case, while we are waiting, I was thinking, would you all like to go for a walk around the neighborhood?
That sounds like a really good idea, Elena. We should go for a walk and then have breakfast.
Alright then, let's go.
About 10 blocks from the Marquez family lived a high school girl named Goldie. Normally, she is very well behaved, and she is even one of the top students in her class. But sometimes, she would misbehave, even acting like an entitled Karen at times. One day, Goldie was about to go for a walk around the neighborhood before getting started on her homework.
Now, remember, don't stay out too long because you have a lot of homework to get done.
Okay, Mom, I will be back in no more than an hour and a half from now.
And so, Goldie started going for a walk around the neighborhood. When Goldie walked past the Marquez house, she encountered a young man working for Uber Eats.
Hey, are you Dora?
Yes, this is her.
Okay, your total is going to be $18 even. Thank you, and have a nice morning.
I wonder what is in this bag. I hope it is going to be delicious. Wait a minute, I think I now know what is in the Uber Eats bag. It smells like oatmeal.
And sure enough, Goldie was right. When she opened the bag, there were 3 bowls of oatmeal.
Now, let's sit down and eat, because I am quite hungry.
The first bowl of oatmeal she tried was originally going to be for Abuela.
Oh my goodness, this bowl of oatmeal is over 140 degrees, that is too hot. Let's see if the next bowl will be any different.
Next, Goldie tried the second bowl of oatmeal. Let's see her reaction.
This one feels just as cold as the North Pole. How can that be? I have to try the last bowl of oatmeal.
Then, Goldie tried the third and last bowl of oatmeal. Let's find out if this one is too hot or too cold.
This bowl of oatmeal is absolutely perfect, at room temperature. And I am going to eat it before it gets cold. After breakfast, I am going to watch some Netflix. This is by far the best oatmeal I have eaten in many years.
After breakfast, Goldie went into the living room to watch some TV, and noticed there were 3 couches.
This couch is not very comfortable at all. I think it needs new mattresses. This couch is more comfortable. But at the same time, it is too soft. And it makes me want to take a nap. Even though I had 8 hours of sleep last night. However, this couch is just perfect for my likings, and I am going to watch a little Netflix. But wait a minute, I actually do feel tired, especially after sitting in the couch. I need to find a bed somewhere.
After trying the 3 couches in the living room, Goldie decided to go upstairs because she was tired. First, she tried to sleep in Abuela's bed. But here is her reaction.
I can't go to sleep in this bed, because like the first couch in the living room, it is not comfortable at all. I better go someplace else.
Then, Goldie tried to sleep in Eleanor's bed. Is her reaction going to be any different?
This is way more comfortable compared to the first bed, but I think it is too soft. There has to be another bed that is just perfect for my likings.
And last but not least, Goldie tried to take a nap in Dora's bed.
You know what, this bed feels just perfect, to my likings. Now, I am going to take a nap.
And then Goldie went to sleep for at least the next 30 minutes. Soon after Goldie went to sleep, Abuela, Eleanor, and Aura arrived home after their 1-hour walk.
Oh no, it looks like someone apparently got into our house. How could this have happened?
Abuela, it's my fault. I forgot to lock the front door when we went for our walk. But in the future, I will remember to lock the doors when we go places.
Obviously, someone came into our house while we're gone, because whoever it is has been eating out of my bowl of oatmeal.
Same here, someone also ate out of my bowl of oatmeal.
Same thing happened to me, except that the person eating my bowl of oatmeal ate it all. I guess I am going to have to update my profile on Uber Eats, and then add my debit card as my payment method.
Don't worry Dora, to make up for this, I am going to make us some breakfast and then we will buy food at the grocery store.
And whoever ate our breakfast has also been sitting in the living room. You can see that person was sitting in the blue couch.
And that person was also sitting in the green couch, and even put the TV remote on the floor.
And the same thing here, someone has been sitting in the turquoise couch, and forgot to turn off the TV. I better do it myself.
After Dora turned off the television, the Marquez family went upstairs.
I closed the door to my room before we left the house, but apparently, someone came in here and tried to sleep in my bed.
Someone also has been trying to take a nap in my bed.
Mom, Abuela, come over here.
Oh, my goodness, Dora. That is who came into our house and ate our breakfast.
And she is even sleeping in my bed.
Hey, you, wake up! Right now. Excuse me, but I was taking a nap. You know it's not polite to wake someone up when they're trying to sleep. Well, it is rude of you to enter someone else's house without permission. You know that, don't you? Oh, stop bothering me. I am Goldie, and the rules do not apply to me whatsoever. So deal with it.
Get out of our house right now, you entitled little brat. Or we are going to call your parents.
Wait until you're in court, and my family and I will sue you for $1 million.
Wow, that was fast. I guess now we can get on with the rest of our day. We're hungry, so let's go downstairs and have breakfast.
With Goldie running out of the Marquez house, the Marquez family would never see Goldie again, and they went downstairs to eat breakfast. And in the future, Eleanor remembered to lock the front door to the house whenever the family went places.
Before we begin the video, I would like to wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you have a wonderful day eating a turkey dinner and watching football. Subscribe if you enjoy this content. Also, like this video, comment, click the bell notification, and look for the hidden turkey in the video.
Alright, family, now that we're about to dig into our delicious Thanksgiving turkey, with dressing, mashed potatoes, and cranberry sauce, I would like to take this time to say that I am very thankful for this wonderful family, Caillou, coming home for Thanksgiving, and spending time together at the park on this beautiful afternoon. With that said, let's dig in.
Wow, that turkey looks so much more delicious than the one we had last year.
Why didn't you say so, Cody? Dig in, everyone.
Hold it right there.
Is that who I think it is? Miss Martin?
Boris, I knew I would find you and your family here. What on earth do you think you are all doing?
We are about to have Thanksgiving dinner here in the park, and we decided to come out here for a change partly because the weather is pleasant. Do you have a problem with that?
Yes, I do. I am the park manager, and you're not allowed to have Thanksgiving dinner here because didn't you read the sign in the parking lot? The park is closed today.
Miss Martin, can you give us a break? There is no sign in the parking lot that says the park is closed. In fact, I saw people walking their dogs earlier today. So the park is open, even on holidays.
That is a bunch of nonsense. You know very well that there is a sign near the main entrance that says the park is closed on Thanksgiving and the day after. You need to leave and go have your Thanksgiving dinner somewhere else. I own the park, and no one other than me is allowed here on recognized holidays, including Christmas and New Year's.
Miss Martin, you do not own the park, and like my mom said, it's open even on holidays, and when we got here, we saw people getting some exercise or walking their dogs. You're just being an entitled Karen like usual.
Did you just insult me? I can have you and your family arrested and I can sue you all for $1 million for that.
No, chances are you will be arrested because you annoy a lot of people in GoAnimate City, telling them that they can or cannot do things around town because you think the world revolves around you.
Do you want to know something else about me? I am the governor of GoAnimate State, and it is against state law to be in the park during a holiday. Not to mention, it is illegal to be having turkey for Thanksgiving. And yes, the world does revolve around me, because I get whatever I want, whenever I want, all days of the year. So I want you all to throw that turkey away in the trash, and go get something else to eat for Thanksgiving, Like a cheeseburger or a pizza.
Alright, lady. You're really starting to make us even more angry than we already are. People eat turkey for Thanksgiving, along with stuffing, mashed potatoes, and cranberry sauce. You zero just being a deluded Karen.
Oh. Cody, how dare you talk to me that way? Haven't your parents taught you any manners? You need to be polite towards your elders.
Come on, Miss Martin, Cody knows how to treat people, including his elders. However, you don't get any respect at all because you're very rude and self-centered.
So, Miss Martin, seriously, you need to get out of the park, and leave us alone so we can enjoy our Thanksgiving dinner, especially since we don't get to see Caillou as much because he's in college.
If you don't leave us alone, we are going to call the police. Besides, there are cameras just a few feet from us, and you will be taken into custody.
No, chances are you will be the ones getting arrested and sued for millions in court because you're trespassing on my property. Not to mention having turkey for Thanksgiving when you're supposed to be eating a hamburger or pizza.
All right, Ms. Karen. We have had enough of you already. Do you want to know what we're going to do right now? We're going to call the police, because you're really wasting our time.
Oh no. Don't call the police, because I own the park, and the world revolves around me. Help. Somebody please help. And I deserve all the respect in the world.
It's too late, Karen. Caillou was already calling the police. So face the fact.
Hello, this is Caillou Anderson. My family and I were about to eat our Thanksgiving dinner, and we are in GoAnimate City Park.
Shut up, Caillou. I'm going to tell the police that you and your family tried to take all of my food, because that Thanksgiving turkey is mine.
Excuse me, but what in earth is going on? I have been called over here, and tell me the truth.
Officer, thank goodness you arrived. This entitled family was trying to eat my Thanksgiving turkey, and then they made an attempt to take things out of my wallet.
That is not true at all. What actually happened was we were about to start eating our Thanksgiving dinner, and then Miss Martin came up to us, started pestering us about how we are not allowed to be in the park on Thanksgiving because it's closed on holidays. And in reality, the park is open even on a holiday, and when we came here, there were people getting some exercise and walking their pets. There is no sign that says the park is closed on Thanksgiving.
She justified a reason by stating that she owns the park and therefore makes all the rules. And the park actually is city property. Then she also claimed that it was illegal to eat turkey for Thanksgiving, when in fact, it is not. Then she was pestering us about eating a hamburger or a pizza instead of turkey for Thanksgiving. And last but not least, she was claiming that the turkey is hers, and that she was going to sue us for millions of dollars in court.
That is not true. They know very well that I own the park. They were not allowed to be in the park because it is closed on Thanksgiving, and only I was allowed to be here, no one else. But they kept on calling me all sorts of names, and what not.
I have to tell you, what you are saying is not true, because I was even looking through the surveillance tapes, and saw that this family arrived at the park before you did. And as I saw, I agree with the family that the park is open even on a holiday where people have the day off from work or school. Miss Martin, this is probably the 300th time that the police department has caught you going up to random people and telling them to stop whatever they were doing because you think the world revolves around you. For this, I am going to place you under arrest, again. Now, come with me to the police car. You're going into custody.
Wait and see, and you're going to see that I get whatever I want. Rosie, I will sue you because you got me terminated from my teaching job.
All right, family. Now that Miss Martin is being taken into custody, let's all dig into this delicious Thanksgiving dinner.
Before the video starts, Taryn and I hope you all have had a fantastic Thanksgiving Day, and got exactly what you wanted.
Subscribe if you enjoy us getting entitled to everything in the world. click the bell notification, like this video, post a comment, and look for the hidden TV in the video.
Samsung 40-inch Smart TV, 4K, is that all for you today?
Yes, that is all for us.
Your total is going to come out to be $311.25. With credit card?
Yes.
Both of you have a nice rest of your day. And thank you for shopping at Target.
Good afternoon, ladies, and welcome to Target. How may I help you?
Yes, we would like to buy a Samsung 40-inch Smart TV, in 4K.
What?
I don't want to tell you this, but we just sold the last Samsung 40-inch 4K Smart TV. The couple just made their payment at the checkout line.
Wait a minute, you have to be kidding us. There is supposed to be a Samsung 40-inch Smart TV in stock, like all the time.
That's not always the case. Sometimes, we have it in stock, sometimes we don't. And in this case, we don't have the item in stock. But you can feel free to take a look at other smart TVs.
Karen, I can see the couple with the Samsung TV about to walk out the door.
Let's get them.
Hey, don't run in the store.
Taryn, I think we have them in sight. Why don't you put the strobe light on top of the car, and then turn on the siren?
Will do, Karen, my best friend. We have to get that TV one way or another.
Cole, what is going on?
Apparently, whoever is following us put a strobe light on top of the car, and now has a siren. There is no way that can be the police.
Karen, what is taking so long?
Don't worry, Taryn. I have something in mind. I am going to talk into my megaphone. Pull over. This is police. I repeat, pull over, right now.
Well, I'm going to have to pull over somewhere.
Cole, Elena, get out of your car, immediately.
Get out of your car, now. We have something very important to tell you.
Karen and Taryn, I knew it was you all of this time. What do you want from us?
Don't play stupid with us. You know exactly what you did, and why we pulled you over.
We noticed that you have a TV in your car. That TV belongs to us and you stole it.
Cole, you were right all this time. These are entitled Karens.
Wait just a minute. The TV in our car does not belong to you. My wife and I purchased the TV at Target since it was on sale for Black Friday. So it is in fact, ours.
Well, to tell you something, we wanted to buy that smart TV. But you did not take into consideration that someone else could have wanted it. How rude and selfish of you two.
Oh, give us a break. We were the ones who saw the TV first, not you.
It doesn't matter. You should not have bought the TV, but we should have bought it instead. Can you get that through your mind?
Now, either you take that TV out of your car and hand it over to us, or we will call the police.
Come on, be real here. I am certain they will have the Samsung 40-inch 4K Smart TV in stock in Target very soon. And there are other stores that have it in stock, like Best Buy. Besides, you can do holiday shopping anytime between now and Christmas. So you still have some time. So why don't you go to another store, if not wait until December, instead of trying to take from other people? Haven't you thought of that?
The stores are not going to have it restocked until after Christmas, and we do not want to wait that long. We want a Samsung 40-inch 4K Smart TV right now.
Hand over the TV, right now, or you will be arrested, and we will sue you too in court.
Why don't you two just go away and leave us alone, entitled brats?
Hey, don't you talk to me like that. The world revolves around us, and if you're not going to give us the TV, then we're going to call the police.
You know what? I don't have any time for your nonsense. We're calling the police right now.
Stop it with your stupid nonsense. You know I am going to sue you in court.
Hello, is this the GoAnimate City Police Department?
Help, help, somebody please help me.
Somebody please help me and my friend.
Good afternoon, everyone. We were just called about something. What seems to be the problem going on here?
Officers, thank goodness you showed up. This couple right here stole our Samsung 40-inch 4K Smart TV. We ask that you arrest both of them immediately.
That is not true at all, officers. My wife and I didn't steal the TV in our car. And as a matter of fact, I bought it at Target because we needed to replace our other TV, and it was on sale today.
And when we were driving home, these two women were following us in the car, placed a strobe light on top, sounded a siren, and got us to pull over so they could try and take our TV. Alright then, can we see the TV, and can we also see a receipt that confirms that you purchased it?
And here is the receipt.
Looking at the receipt, I can now confirm that you were the one who bought the TV. Now, I can give you your receipt back, and you two are free to go. Both of you, you need to come with us, because we have some explaining to do regarding your behavior.
Karen and Taryn, as you can see, that man showed me proof that he did purchase the TV from Target. Also, is that your car right over there?
Yes, that is our car.
I can see a strobe light on top, and this clearly tells us that you were trying to impersonate a police officer, which is illegal in GoAnimate City.
You two will be placed under arrest for not only that, but also trying to take someone's TV from their car. Now, both of you come with me to the police car.
Why? Why can't we get everything we want every single day of the year?
Subscribe, if you like this video about my story, and other similar content. Be sure and click the like button, the notification bell, comment in the comments section, and look for the hidden library book in the video. Without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Once upon a time, in a small town not far from the forest, lived a young couple. They didn't have children, but at some point, they are looking to have a baby girl. In their backyard, they had a beautiful garden, where they were growing a lot of delicious fruits and vegetables, including apples and oranges. However, next door to the couple lived an entitled Karen. She did not like seeing anyone in the town growing their own food, claiming she was the mayor, and even tried to call the police on anyone who didn't follow her silly rules. One afternoon, the woman was not feeling well.
Hey dear.
My goodness, you don't look very happy today. What is going on?
I am having seasonal allergies. Only this time, it is worse than ever before.
Would you like me to get you something at the pharmacy?
No. As a matter of fact, I am craving for apples and oranges. Would you please bring me some fruit from the backyard? Because when I eat them, I am going to start recovering from my allergies.
Sounds good.
Thank you very much.
Wow, is it just me, Or are these apple and orange trees smaller than usual? Anyways, time to pick some apples and oranges for my wife because she is hungry.
Hey, what on earth are you doing? You there, answer my question. Just what in the world are you doing right now?
I'm just picking apples and oranges for my wife because she has allergies. Do you have a problem with that?
Yes, I have a major problem with what you are doing. You are not allowed to pick fruit from these trees. It is against city regulations.
What are you talking about? This is my backyard, and I planted these apple and orange trees. And my wife and I usually pick these apples and oranges to eat or make apple juice or orange juice.
It doesn't matter. The rules state that it is illegal to pick fruit from city-owned trees, unless you have a permit from the city government. And you don't have a permit, do you?
Look, you entitled little brat. I have lived here all of my life, and my family has had a tradition of picking the fruits from their trees, in big part because it is cheaper than going to the grocery store frequently.
Did you just call me a brat? Because I can sue you in court for that, not to mention I can also have you arrested. Do you want to know who I am?
No, I don't. Now, if you will go away and leave me alone so I can keep picking fruit for my wife, that will be awesome. Besides, my wife and I are going to have our first child in several months.
I am the town mayor, and I own this garden, so you are not allowed to take any of the fruit from any of the trees, unless you have a permit. And I am saying, you have to go to the town hall to get a permit.
No, you do not own this garden. I have lived in this house for 4 years.
Well, I can also see that you're very behind on your mortgage payments, and I am going to have the bank confiscate your house.
Look, I already paid for this house, and I do not have any mortgages to pay.
Are you seriously living off of your parents' income? Because that is what it looks like to me. Go get a job, take care of those late mortgage payments and then get a permit to pick more fruits from the trees.
I already have a job. In fact, I am the owner of a restaurant in the town square. And like I told you, I already paid for this house. Now, go away, and leave me alone, or I am going to call the police. Okay?
And if you call the police, I will tell them that you were trying to sell everything in my house on eBay, and that you also took my daughter's cell phone and threw it in the river.
Look, lady, I don't have time for this nonsense. Now, for the last time, go away, and leave me alone.
Okay, I will leave you alone, but only under one condition.
And what is that?
When your baby is born, you have to put him or her up for adoption, and only I will be the one adopting the baby. How does that sound? Answer my question right now.
Okay, I will put the baby up for adoption. As long as you leave me alone.
And if you don't give me the baby for adoption, then there will be very serious consequences, like being sued for billions in court.
What an entitled little brat.
Around 8 months later, the baby was born.
That is a very beautiful baby, and I am happy about the fact that now we have our first child.
I agree with you 130%. Now let's think of what to name the baby.
Let's name her Rapunzel.
That is a very unique and a beautiful name.
Soon, Karen came to the house and knocked on the door.
Who could it be this time?
I don't know, but it better not be that entitled Karen.
Just as I thought. What are you doing with my child?
Look, you entitled brat, this is our child, and she was born a few hours ago. What is your problem?
Don't you call me names, okay? And the problem is, we have an agreement that you will hand over the baby if you want to eat the food from my garden.
I totally forgot about it.
Karen, here is the baby.
Thank you very much. Well, I better get going, but if you cause any more trouble for me, you will face even more consequences.
And you'd better take very good care of the baby, okay?
Over the years, Rapunzel became a beautiful girl with long brown hair. But because of limitations when creating her in Comedy World, Rapunzel's hair isn't as long as in the original fairy tale, so let's pretend as if her hair is as long as a baseball field. But when Rapunzel was 17 years old, Karen moved her to a small tower in the forest, and she could not leave because the tower had no stairs, no elevators, and no doors. But at the same time, she was very happy with the view outside of the window, and was thinking about getting out into the real world someday. Every morning, Karen would visit Rapunzel in the tower.
Good morning, Rapunzel. Can you let down your hair so I can give you your daily lecture?
What do you want now, Karen?
I said, can you let down your hair so I can come into the tower and tell you something very important?
Not now, I have to get ready for online class, which starts in 30 minutes. I have to get my homework assignments ready to submit to my teacher, and if I am late, this will be my 5th tardy, and my grade will get lower as a result.
I don't care. Let me into the tower, and let down your hair. Stop being so self-entitled.
Rapunzel let down her hair, and Karen climbed up the tower to see her.
Excuse me, but what are you doing with the computer at your desk?
I already told you, I need it for school, and in exactly 30 minutes, I have to log into the Zoom meeting with my class. Do you have a problem with that?
Of course I have a problem. How many times did I tell you that you are not allowed to go to online school, because I am also your teacher, and you're supposed to be doing my assignments?
Look, my school has switched to remote learning for the next couple of weeks, and in the past few days, my grades have been getting lower mainly because you make me late to class, and you even erase all of my homework assignments.
I don't care. You're only allowed to be getting your education from me. And furthermore, that computer is mine for your information.
That is actually my computer because I've had it since I was 12. Now you're saying that I can't go into Zoom meetings?
Yes, and I am going to make sure that you miss all of your Zoom classes so that you can continue getting your education with me, and I don't offer online classes because everything is in person.
If I were you, I would get out of the tower before I call the police.
I own everything in this tower, so no, I am not going to get arrested. Nice try though. Now, if you will let down your hair again, so I can head back to my town and I will see you tomorrow morning.
Now that Karen left, I can finally get ready for school. And I will pull up a chair to my desk, then log into Zoom.
Every afternoon, whenever Rapunzel got finished with her online classes, she would play the piano. And what a talented musician she became to be. Meanwhile, the mayor's son was able to hear Rapunzel's piano music when he was walking through the forest, and he arrived outside of the tower. Every morning, he could also hear Karen calling to Rapunzel to let down her hair, so he decided to do the same thing.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Hey, who are you?
Rapunzel, I am the town mayor's son. And it's a pleasure to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you as well.
So, would you like to go out into the real world?
Absolutely, I am so tired of living in this tower, not being able to do anything. And Karen even grounds me for substantial amounts of time for not following her ridiculous rules. Let's figure out a plan so I can get out of here, and go back into the town. Do you have any ideas?
I can create a staircase with GoAnimate logic, leading from this room down to the ground floor.
Really, that is so amazing.
Watch, and I will show you. Ungrounded, 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 ungrounded.
At last, we're going to leave the tower, and go back into the town.
But just as Rapunzel and the mayor's son were headed back to town, they noticed Karen walking towards the tower.
Rapunzel, what are you doing here in the forest? And young man, did you help her leave the tower?
Karen, I have already had enough with the way you treated me, and it's about time I head out into the real world. You never showed any respect for me. All you did was ground me for very long periods of time, and make up really stupid rules for me to follow.
Well, you two are not allowed here because I own the forest. Only I can be here, no one else can.
No, you don't own the forest. This is a public space, and many people from the town use this trail to go to the lake, or whatnot.
Yes, I own the forest, and I even own the town, which you are not permitted to enter.
You're being very deluded, like always. The world does not revolve around you, and you can't get everything you want, 24/7, all days of the year.
Did you just insult me, again? For this, you are going to go back to the tower for 1784623919206412908735213532890895390 billion Googleplex generations.
But before Karen could take Rapunzel back to the tower, a park ranger showed up to see what was going on.
I just heard some commotion going on. What is the problem here?
Officer, thank goodness you're here. My daughter escaped the tower with this young man. Both of them are trying to take trees from the forest.
No, that is not true at all. Rapunzel and I were headed back to the town, when Karen approached us, and claimed that she owns both the forest and the town, and that only she was allowed to be in both places.
She has been grounding me like non-stop, every single day, and sometimes, she made me late for school and even miss assignments and fail some of my exams.
I have to agree with everything they are telling me, because every morning I have been walking through the forest, and Karen, all you have been doing is yelling at Rapunzel for very silly reasons, not letting her out into the real world. For this, you are banned from the forest, and the town, indefinitely. Now, come with me, and I will take you to the bus station.
Just you wait, Rapunzel, I am going to be suing you in court for tens of millions of dollars.
With Karen no longer to be seen again in the forest or in the town, Rapunzel and the mayor's son eventually moved into the house where Rapunzel's parents used to live just a few years later. Rapunzel also decided to cut her hair, and they continue to pick fruits from their garden for eating and making juice. And they lived happily ever after.
This is Chorus speaking. If you like seeing my troublemaking adventures, then subscribe to this channel. Also, hit the like button and the notification bell, comment in the comments section, and look for the hidden cheeseburger in the video. Please, Loris, I have not seen Arthur in a long time.
No, Chorus, you're not leaving the house other than going to work, because you're still grounded. Besides, Arthur is a big-time troublemaker. Now, go back upstairs to your room, and I will bring you your lunch and dinner in a few hours.
Great, I have not been able to do anything I enjoy for the last several months, all because of my family continuing to ground me on a daily basis. And I have not seen Arthur for a really long time. It's about time I do something about this. But what is there to do? I wonder who sent me a message. I hope it's one of my good friends. I totally forgot about the Zoom meeting that Arthur invited me to. I bet that he is going to give me some really good advice on how to get out of the situation I am having to face on a daily basis.
Hey Chorus, long time no talk.
I know, it's been like forever. So how are you doing, Arthur?
I am doing pretty good, and what about you?
Good as well, even though I continue to get grounded on a daily basis by my family, with no end in sight.
I know how that feels. However, I have a plan for both of us to get out of this mess.
And what is it?
I just looked in the classified section of the newspaper yesterday afternoon, and one of the Chuck E. Cheese's restaurants is looking for a new manager because the previous manager resigned.
And which location is that?
It's the one at the intersection of 3rd Street and New York Avenue, you know, the one that the Andersons have gone to regularly.
You know what, that is going to be an awesome opportunity. And when I am the new manager, I am going to hire my friends to be cashiers and chefs.
Does that mean that we're going to ground customers for absolutely silly reasons, just to show the world what we're going through?
Exactly, and not only that, we're also going to be making food other than pizza.
That's a brilliant idea. The customers will be ordering pizza, but instead we're going to make them different things, such as hamburgers, bacon, lettuce and tomato sandwiches, macaroni and cheese, chicken nuggets, cereal, and breakfast burritos.
Last but not least, in the event that Caillou and his family come into the restaurant, tell them that they need to leave, and that they're banned from Chuck E. Cheese's until further notice.
That's an even more brilliant idea, because I think that will teach Caillou a lesson that he won't forget. Anyways, I better get going because soon I will be having lunch. But you have a good rest of your day, and let me know how the application process goes.
You take care as well, Arthur. And I look forward to seeing you again. Ha 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 ha. Now, time to create my job application and then submit it to the district manager. What is it?
Course, your lunch is ready, and what are you doing right now?
I'm looking for jobs, and I think I found a position that I think will be an excellent fit for me.
Don't you already have a job?
I do, but I'm getting really bored with it already, and I think it's time to find something more enjoyable.
Well, you better not be looking to cause trouble, okay? Now why don't you come out here and get your food before it gets cold? Here you go, enjoy. I made you a fresh cheeseburger.
Thank you so much, Loris.
If you need anything else, call me or send me a message on WhatsApp.
Before I continue with the job application, I will eat my delicious hamburger. Alright, I just submitted my job application, and I should be getting an interview within the next few business days. Am I excited to become the new manager? It's been almost a day since the interview, and I think it will be about time that the manager or HR sends me an email about whether or not I got the job. Let's hope I got it. I just got an email from the manager. Let's see what it has to say. Yes, I just got the job. I just got the job. I will now be the manager of Chuck E. Cheese's, and this will probably the best job that I have ever had.
Did I hear you say you got another job, Course?
Yes, I got a job as a manager at Chuck E. Cheese's, Loris. and I believe it's going to be a more fun job than the office job that I have had for a while.
Congratulations on getting the new job. I am so happy for you.
Why, thank you, I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. But I must tell you something. If you cause any trouble on the job, you will be grounded. Do you understand me?
Okay, Loris, I promise that I will not cause trouble.
I hope you keep your promise this time.
Don't worry. I will. Good morning, my fellow troublemaking friends. Today, I am going to assign you your positions. Listen carefully. Arthur, you are a cashier during the evening. Joel, you are also an evening cashier. Karen and Taryn will be cashiers on the weekends from 11 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. During the weekdays, both of you will be chefs, and you will make food other than pizza to give to the customers.
Do you want us making hamburgers, for example?
Exactly. You will be making hamburgers, cheeseburgers, bacon, lettuce and tomato sandwiches, and macaroni and cheese, even though they won't be on the menu. Moving on, Miss Martin, you will also be a cashier, but during the week. And on the weekends, you will be a chef, and you're going to also make hamburgers instead of pizza. Tauris, you will be my assistant manager, and Joel, you will be a cashier full-time. Does anyone have questions? All right then, let's all get to work. And another thing, if customers try and act out on not getting what they want, ground them for substantial periods. And especially for you, Karen and Taryn, act like you own the restaurant and tell customers to get out.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Chuck E. Cheese's. How may I take your order today?
Yes, I would like a medium pizza, half with cheese, and half with pepperoni, along with a side of breadsticks and marinara sauce, and then I would like a medium Pepsi to drink.
We do not have those items on the menu, and I want to inform you that this is not Chuck E. Cheese's anymore.
Wait, what?
I said, we do not have pizza anymore because we are turning Chuck E. Cheese's into Burger King. So I suggest you go somewhere else, or you will be grounded big time.
For your information, I still see some of the chefs in the kitchen making pizza and breadsticks, so there is proof that you're just making up lies so that you can't give us good service. And I came here because today we are celebrating T-Bone Animate's birthday, and he wanted to come here, so I suggest you put our order in, get the food made, and then bring it out to us after 15 to 20 minutes. I've never seen such bad customer service here during all this time I've patronized Chuck E. Cheese's.
Oh, Kenny Animate, how dare you criticize the way we are doing our job? That's it, you're grounded. Get out of here, and go upstairs to your room now.
T-Bone Animate and I will just go to a different Chuck E. Cheese's, if not, then Peter Piper Pizza.
Good work, Arthur. I knew you would get Kenny Animate out of this restaurant in no time.
I know, right? He always makes grounded videos out of me, and it's about time he learns a lesson. Good afternoon, and welcome to Chuck E. Cheese's. How may we take your order this fine afternoon?
Yes, I would like a medium pepperoni pizza with a side of breadsticks, and to drink, I would like a large wild cherry Pepsi.
Anything else?
That will be all.
$10 even. Your order will be ready within the next 15 to 20 minutes. Order of 4 hamburgers and French fries. Alright, here is your medium pizza, enjoy.
Toby, let's dig into this pizza. It is going to be very delicious. Wait, what is this? Where is our pizza? We did not order hamburgers, and Chuck E. Cheese's only sells pizza. How in the world can this be real?
They even gave us French fries instead of breadsticks. So there is something that is obviously going on.
Let's talk to the cashier about this.
Can I help you with something?
Why did you give us 7 hamburgers with French fries when we ordered a pizza with breadsticks?
Those are not hamburgers. They are pizzas, but with a different look. And we made the breadsticks in a way that they look like French fries, that's all.
That is a lie. Those are clearly hamburgers and French fries that you served us. And there is no way that a pizza can look like a hamburger, or that breadsticks can look like French fries. Absolutely, no way.
That is nonsense. We're still serving pizza, and like my coworker just told you, we're now making pizzas look a different way than before.
You're just playing games with us. I can see some of the people in the kitchen making pizza. Wait a minute, I can see them also making hamburgers.
You're just giving us really bad service like we have never seen before. Now, make our order correctly, or we're not coming back here ever again.
How dare you make insulting comments about our job? That is it. You two are grounded for 9 billion generations. Get out of here, and go straight to your rooms.
You're not my father.
I don't care. We just grounded you, and that is final.
Excuse me, Caillou and Dora, what business do you have here?
Karen and Taryn, I think the real question is, what business do you have working as cashiers? Well, Dora and I would like to order a pizza. Do you have a problem with that?
Yes, we have a problem with that. You two are not allowed to be in this restaurant because we own Chuck E. Cheese's. Only we can be here.
Says who? Look, I see other people eating here, and some are even celebrating their children's birthdays.
I don't care what other people are doing here. The point is that you two need to leave this establishment immediately, or I will get my manager.
We did not do anything to get banned from Chuck E. Cheese's. You two are just being very delusional right now.
Did you just insult us, like some of the other troublemakers did? We have no choice but to get the manager. Stay right here, and don't go anywhere.
Caillou, Dora, do you have any business to be here for no reason?
Chorus, are you the manager? How did you become the manager in the first place?
You didn't answer my question. What business do you have here?
All we wanted to do was to grab some lunch, and then these entitled Karens repeatedly told us that we were not allowed here. And the truth is there are other people enjoying their meals, and even celebrating their kids' birthdays.
For your information, you're the ones being entitled, not these two cashiers. And I became the manager because I worked at several Chuck E. Cheese franchises, working the cash register, making the food for customers.
Not true at all. We know that you're a big-time troublemaker, and you probably got the other manager to resign from his job, or you made a fake job application to get the job. You're no different from Karen and Taryn.
Shut up. You know I do my job correctly. Now either you stop insulting me and my employees, or I will call the police, and I will even sue both of you in court for $3 million.
Come on, Dora, let's go somewhere else. We don't have time to put up with this nonsense.
Hey, get back here right now. We're not finished talking to you.
Why do you look so angry right now?
Chorus, don't you play stupid with me. You know exactly what you did.
What did I do? All I wanted to do was be the manager.
Look, I have received numerous complaints from customers saying that they were being asked to leave the restaurant for absolutely dumb reasons. A lot of other customers have been complaining to me that they were being served hamburgers and french fries instead of pizza, when hamburgers are not even on the menu at Chuck E. Cheese's. And it's because when you became the manager, you got rid of the staff who worked at the restaurant previously, and then you replaced them with entitled Karens and troublemakers. Because of you, sales at the restaurant have gone down, and it will take a while for things to recover. For this, you were immediately terminated from your managerial position at Chuck E. Cheese's, and I will be notifying your family about this. Now, get out of my office.
Oh 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 oh.
Chorus, are you out of your mind? We cannot believe that you hired Karens and troublemakers at Chuck E. Cheese's, and caused all kinds of chaos for the customers. That is really insane of you to do that.
You are grounded for 135790875634213901240923923 weeks. This means, you cannot see Arthur, Karen, Taryn, or Joel anymore.
Now, go upstairs to your room, and think about what you did.
Mom, look at that great view out of the window. And these seats are a lot more comfortable than the ones in economy class.
Don't you worry, if we can get this person to give up his seat, then you can have it all to yourself, and get that amazing view out of the window. Excuse me, sir.
What? What is it that you need?
My daughter and I want to get a view out of the window. Could you be nice enough to switch to a different seat? Please?
Look, I purchased this seat when I was buying my tickets, so no.
He is being rude and not letting me look out the window.
Like I said, I bought this seat. Why don't you go back to your own seat, and leave me alone?
I want to look out of the window. Why?
Now look what you did, young man. You just made my daughter cry. How could you do such a thing?
Do you know what? When buying a ticket to travel somewhere, usually you get an assigned seat or you purchase your seat, unless you're taking Southwest Airlines. And for the third time, I bought this seat, and you probably hold an economy class ticket. You're just being very deluded, and think that the world revolves around you. And your daughter is too.
He just called me names. Why?
Did you just insult me and my daughter? How rude of you. And didn't your parents teach you any manners when you were a kid?
You know what? I do not have time for your nonsense. Now, will you leave me alone so I can relax? The next couple of weeks are going to be pretty stressful because I have to study for finals.
No, we are not going to leave you alone until you give up that seat so my daughter can look out of the window. Either you give up your seat, or I will get the conductor to remove you from the train. Your choice.
Enough is enough.
Will you shut up? This is none of your business.
Look, all the passengers are looking at us because you're creating a commotion.
Well, he would not give up his seat and made my daughter cry, so he started it.
Also, you can't have him removed from the train, just because he wouldn't give up his seat. Besides, you're not a crew member.
Do you want to know who I am?
No, I don't, and I don't care either.
Well, I own that train, and I am the CEO of the train company.
Says who?
Says me, and because I own that train, I get to make all of the rules, and one of them is that only my daughter and I are allowed in first class.
That is so not true. Any paying customer can buy a seat in first class or economy class, simple as that.
Both of you, go back economy class where you belong, or I am going to get the train conductor to deal with you.
No, we did not buy tickets in economy class. We bought them for first class, don't you get it?
I don't care. Go back economy class, right now, or I will call the police and have you sued in court for hundreds of millions of dollars.
That is the stupidest and the funniest comment that I ever heard in my life.
Don't laugh at me like that, it's not nice.
You know what? I have no choice but to report your behavior to a crew member. This is really starting to get out of hand.
He finally gave up his seat. Now you can look out of the window.
I'm also going to get a crew member here as well.
Thank you so much, Mom. Now I can finally look out of the window.
You're very welcome, and I am going to make sure that young man doesn't try and take your seat again. I am terribly sorry for what happened.
Oh no, now she let her daughter sit in my seat.
Excuse me, man, but may I see your ticket, please?
Hey, don't tell me what to do. You know that I own a train, and I can sit wherever I want.
Look, all I am asking you is if I can see your ticket, because there's been sort of an incident here in first class.
This young man refused to give up the seat and he made my daughter cry, until he left first class.
No, that is not true at all. I was sitting in my seat, relaxing, and then this woman and her daughter came up to me and asked me to give up my seat so her daughter can look out of the window.
If you will leave me alone, I will show you my ticket.
Your seat is in economy class, where you're supposed to be.
No, that is not true. That ticket says I can sit in any seat I want.
No, we assigned you a seat when you got to the check-in counter at the station in GoAnimate City. Now, you and your daughter need to go back to your assigned seat, and stop bothering other passengers. And this young man purchased the seat in which your daughter is sitting. If you keep up your entitled Karen behavior, we will have you leave the train at the next station. Okay. Both of you, come with me to economy class.
When we get off that train, we're going to sue this train company for thousands of dollars.